6 months ago, I sat down and planned out my 2025 intentions, and I am ready to kind of go through them and figure out where I have been succeeding and where I might need to put a little bit more of my time. I had a clear vision back then on what I wanted my year to look like, and I figured out what I needed to do in order to get there. I called it my if I want, then I need concept. I really was planning on my year being full of life, a lot of activity, a lot of laughter, but I wanted to make sure that hectic did not enter the picture at all, no matter what we were doing. So I feel like I've done a pretty good job with that. There were 3 categories that I thought I would need to focus on, and those were energy, mental clarity, and organization or routines. So starting with energy, I have definitely succeeded in creating meal plan systems and meal prepping to keep healthy foods and snacks available at all times for me. So that is definitely done. I'll check that off my list. However, I have been lacking in the exercise or mobility area of my life. I put that on the back burner. I haven't really jumped in on that, so that's something that I need to refocus on, especially the mobility. I've been having a lot of issues with my back, and it would be really good to get back into the range of motion without having back spasms. My mental clarity area has been okay. I think I'm doing really good. I'm keeping things simple, which really helps. If I were to do anything different or add anything in, I would definitely like to spend more time reading my Bible or start working on devotionals and spending a little bit more quiet time to myself, not doing anything. The last thing that I thought was going to really help keep my life from getting hectic was organization and routines. I talked about how I wanted to be a manager, the manager of my household, and I might be working on that a little bit. I definitely am not as enthusiastic as I was at the beginning of the year. So there were quite a few things that went under this category. One of them was the physical space, the physical clutter actually in our household. I definitely have a lot more to go there. I have been able to get things organized, a little bit decluttered. It's a lot to manage when you have 6 different people in your household. Yeah, I did talk about digital clutter also, and I have not touched that at all. That's very overwhelming, and I do hope to get to that before the end of the year, but if I don't, I'm okay with it. I would much rather tackle the physical clutter than the digital clutter, at least at this point. I want to touch base on a huge obstacle that I've had in my life for the past 10 years. This is something that has really prevented me from becoming the mom that I want to be, the wife that I want to be. And so I'm really excited that I have been able to work on this and start to break this wall down. And that wall is anxiety. I have had extreme anxiety for 10 years. I haven't been able to drive, so it's really blocked me from the life that I want to live. And I have been able to start taking steps, and I have been driving all over the place these past 6 months, and it has been so freeing. And this really fits into the 2025 that I want. Yeah, so I thought I would throw that in because it wasn't in my goal making, but it was a huge part of the year that I wanted to have. Obviously, if I'm going to have all these activities, I'm going to need to drive to those. So yeah, it's very, very exciting. So there you have it. I've had some wins, and there are still quite a few areas that I need to work on. but I'm only 6 months in, so I still have the rest of the half of the year to work on what I wanted from the beginning. If you're in the messy middle like I am, don't feel like you're failing. We're being formed. We are being formed into the people that we want to be and into the lives that we want to live. With every step I'll rise and shine. In this beautiful journey I'll make life mine.